A gas station electrician with 25 years on the job told us he witnessed two massive fires at the pump. Both started the exact same way. A driver filling a plastic gas can in the bed of a pickup truck. Both trucks had bed liners. The spark jumped the second the nozzle separated from the can. Instant fireball. Most of the damage that happens at gas stations isn't dramatic like that. It's quiet, invisible, and by the time you notice, you're already looking at a repair bill in the hundreds or thousands. Here are 10 gas station mistakes that are slowly destroying your car. And every single one is easy to avoid once you know what's happening. If you've been pumping gas for 30 or 40 years without a problem, that's great. But the car in your driveway right now is not the same machine your old truck was. Modern fuel systems run at extreme pressures with tolerances measured in microns. What a 1985 engine could shrug off. A 2024 engine stores as permanent damage. The rules changed because the machines changed. Fire risk at the pump mistake number 1. Filling a gas can in the truck bed or trunk. This is how both fires that electrician saw started. Plastic gas cans sitting on carpet, rubber mats, or plastic bed liners are completely insulated from the ground. As fuel splashes in, static charge builds with nowhere to go. The moment the nozzle pulls away, the spark jumps right where vapor is thickest, at the opening of the can. The fix takes 5 seconds. Take the can out of the vehicle. Set it on the concrete. Keep the nozzle touching the can opening the entire time you fill it. That ground contact bleeds off the charge before it can build. Mistake number 2. Getting back in the car while the nozzle is still pumping. You latch the trigger, sit back in the driver's seat to check your phone, or warm up, then step out and grab the nozzle. The problem is the synthetic seat fabric. Sliding across it builds static charge on your body. Touch the metal nozzle near gasoline vapor, and you have the conditions for ignition. If you're watching from the UK or Europe, your pumps require you to hold the trigger the entire time. This problem doesn't exist for you. In the US, most states still allow latched nozzles. The rule is simple. If you got back in the car, touch bare metal on the vehicle, a door frame, the roof, anywhere away from the filler neck, before you touch the nozzle again. Mistake number 3. Leaving the engine running while refueling. One viewer told us he watched a driver leave his SUV running at the pump, set the nozzle on the latch, walk inside the station, sit down, and start eating, engine running. Nozzle unattended. Fuel flowing. A running engine means ignition coils firing, electrical relays opening and closing, exhaust surfaces hot enough to ignite vapor, and cooling fans kicking on without warning. Gasoline vapor is heavier than air. It doesn't rise and vanish. It sinks, pools, and drifts around the filler area and under the car. Turn the engine off. Every time, no exceptions. Invisible fuel system damage. Mistake number 4. Squeezing the pump after the first click. The nozzle shuts off. The tank is full. You squeeze again to hit a round dollar amount or top off a few extra miles. The space above the fuel in your tank exists by design. It's where vapor expands. When you force extra fuel past that point, liquid gets pushed into vent lines and the charcoal canister, a component designed to handle vapor, not liquid gasoline. Once that charcoal absorbs liquid fuel, it stops filtering and starts acting like a soaked sponge. The symptoms show up later. The pump clicks off constantly during future fill-ups. Fuel burps back out of the filler. You smell gasoline near the car. Eventually, the check engine light comes on with an EVAP code. Replacing a saturated charcoal canister, vent valve, and damaged lines costs $300 to $900 in 2026. The fix is free. Stop at the first click. Mistake number 5. Forcing the fill when the nozzle keeps shutting off. The pump clicks off over and over. You twist the nozzle, feather the trigger. Try different angles. You blame the station. But if multiple pumps do the same thing, the problem is your car, not the station. Your EVAP system is likely clogged, saturated canister, kinked vent lines, or a stuck valve. Vapor can't escape fast enough. Pressure builds in the filler neck and the nozzle safety trips. Every time you force fuel past those early shutoffs, you're pushing more liquid into a system that's already failing. You're making the repair more expensive with every squeeze. Try a different pump first. If the problem follows you to every station, take the car in. The EVAP system needs attention, not brute force. Mistake number 6. Filling up right after a tanker truck delivery. One driver filled up right after a fuel truck finished unloading. On the 90-mile drive home, he had to stop and clean his fuel filter 13 times. 13 stops in 90 miles. When those massive tanker trucks dump thousands of gallons into underground tanks, the flow stirs up sediment, rust particles, and water that have settled at the bottom. Your car's fuel pump draws from that now turbulent mix, sending contamination straight to the filter, the injectors, and the high-pressure pump. If you see a tanker at the station or the underground fill covers are still wet, come back later. Wait at least 15 to 30 minutes. Clean fuel starts with calm tanks. Mistake number 7. Pouring old gasoline from a can into your tank. A marine mechanic told us that a huge percentage of the equipment that came through his shop had one thing in common: old fuel. He said you could smell it. It stank like varnish. Gasoline degrades over time. The most volatile components evaporate first. Octane drops 3 to 4 points. Gums and varnish compounds form. Ethanol blends absorb moisture from the air. The last ounces at the bottom of an old can are the most contaminated part. Pour that into a modern engine calibrated for precise octane and clean fuel, and you're coating injector tips, intake valves, and pressure regulators with residue. The car feels sluggish. The knock sensor pulls timing. Over time, deposits accumulate. Old gasoline is hazardous waste. Take it to your local disposal facility. Don't use your car as a recycling bin. Habits that add up. Mistake number 8. Ignoring the fuel grade your engine requires. This mistake runs both directions, and most people only hear about one of them. If your engine requires premium and you feed it regular, the lower octane causes detonation under load. The knock sensor detects it, and the ECU retards ignition timing. You lose power and fuel economy. Long-term, the extra heat stresses exhaust valves, turbocharger internals, and the catalytic converter. Replacing a catalytic converter in 2026 costs $1,500 to $3,500, but the opposite is also a waste. If your manual says 87 octane, putting in premium does nothing. You're paying an extra 30 to 40 cents per gallon for zero benefit. Your engine can't use the higher octane, it just burns it the same way. Check your owner's manual. Use exactly what it says. Not less, not more. Mistake number 9. Dumping fuel additive wrong. The original version of this script said, never add additives to a nearly empty tank. A viewer pointed out that Techron, one of the most respected fuel system cleaners, specifically says on its label to add to a nearly empty tank and then fill up for best mixing. So here's the actual rule. Follow the instructions on your specific product. Most quality cleaners are designed for 1 bottle per full tank. What you should never do is pour in double the dose thinking more is better. That excess solvent concentration reduces fuel lubricity and can overload the charcoal canister with chemicals it was never designed to absorb. Use additives as directed. Not more, not less. And not every fill-up. They're meant as occasional treatment, not a daily habit. The simplest things people skip. Mistake number 10. Skipping the 2 things that take 5 seconds each. First, wipe around the gas cap before you open it. Road salt, dried mud, sand, and dust collect around the fuel door. Twist the cap, and that debris falls straight into the filler neck. Modern direct injection systems operate with clearances under 5 microns. A grain of road salt is 100 microns. 1 wipe with a rag before opening the cap keeps abrasive particles out of your fuel system. It takes 5 seconds. Second, Tighten the gas cap properly. Some caps click once. Some click 3 times. Follow what your owner's manual says. Toyota says 1 click, other brands vary. The point is the same. A loose cap lets vapor escape, lets moisture and dirt in, and triggers EVAP codes that send you chasing expensive diagnostics at the dealer. Purge valves get replaced. Vent solenoids get swapped. Charcoal canisters get changed. And then someone finally checks the cap. Tighten it. Every time. None of these 10 mistakes feel dangerous in the moment. That's what makes them expensive. A soaked charcoal canister. Contaminated injectors. A catalytic converter cooked by the wrong fuel. The damage is invisible until the repair bill arrives. Every fix in this video costs $0. Stop at the first click. Set the can on the ground. Wipe the cap before you open it. Turn the engine off. Which one of these have you been doing without realizing it? And if you've got a gas station horror story of your own, drop it in the comments.